So I've got 3 of the most popular Bluetooth speakers on the market here today, and we're going to find out which is the best party speaker. We're also going to find out what the difference is between IPX7 and IP67, and we're also going to see if they float. And I almost forgot to tell you, I'm giving away one of these speakers, so stick around to the end of the video to find out which one is up for grabs. Entry into the contest is super simple. You can get up to 25 entries just by subscribing to my channel, sharing this video, and following me on social media. And you can do all of that just by clicking the link below in the description of this video. I guess that'll also reveal which speaker is up for grabs too. Once this channel hits 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna reveal the winner. Good luck. So we have 3 waterproof speakers here. The ANKER Soundcore 3 coming in at $90, the JBL Flip 5 at $120, and the UE Boom 3 at $180. Now these are Canadian prices. You can go down in the description where I've posted the links for all 3 of these speakers, and you can find the current prices there. I was pretty aggressive with the floating test. From hucking them into the lake and torpedoing them down to the bottom, I can confidently say that in my experience, the UE Boom and ANKER Soundcore 3 float. And that's no surprise for the UE Boom because it is advertised on their website. The real mystery was if the ANKER and JBL were going to float as well. And to my surprise, the ANKER floats. Even after torpedoing it down to the bottom, it always slowly surfaced every time. I can't say the same for the JBL, however. Depending on how it hits the water, it can float for a bit, but it will eventually sink to the bottom, so you need to be careful with it. So the advertised battery life for each of these speakers, we have the ANKER Soundcore 3 coming in at a 24-hour battery life. That's really good. The JBL Flip 5 coming in with a 12-hour battery life, and the UE Boom 3 is advertised as a 15-hour battery life. Now both the ANKER Soundcore 3 and the JBL Flip 5 use the very modern USB-C charging cable. That's great. The UE Boom 3 uses a micro USB cable. I'm not a big fan of that. If you do go with this speaker, if I keep this speaker, that means I'm gonna have to keep a micro USB cable around with me for the years to come. And my general tech philosophy is USB-C everything. One cable to charge it all. How sweet is that? Now let's get back to the lake and test out the water ratings. And feel free to like and subscribe if you're into these kinds of reviews. We know that the UE Boom is IP67, the ANKER Soundcore 3 is IPX7, as well as the JBL Flip 5 IPX7. They're all labeled as waterproof speakers, so what's the difference? Okay, so I'm gonna break it down real quick for you in the interest of your time. IP stands for Ingress Protection, and it's a standard put forth by the International Electrotechnical Commission, and essentially it just grades enclosures against the intrusion of solid objects and liquids. Okay, now that we know what IP stands for, let's talk a little bit about the numbers that follow after. Okay, so the first number is the rating for solid objects. In the case of the UE Boom 3, it has a perfect 6. It ranges from 0 to 6, 0 being poor, 6 being excellent. And these two right here have an X. Now if there's an X, that means that the device has not been tested against solid objects. Okay, now the second number, they all have a 7. This number ranges from 0 to 9, and that number determines its protection against liquids. So in our case, water right here, and they all have a 7. And that's pretty good since it's out of 9. The 7, according to the IEC, means that the device can withstand submersion up to 3 feet for 30 minutes. That's plenty of time. So all of these speakers are capable of linking up to their sibling speakers, provided that the other speaker has the technology as well. For the ANKER Soundcore 3, it's called Party Cast, and for the JBL Flip 5, it's called Party Boost, and for the UE Boom 3, it's called Party Up. So it's the same technology with a different name for each of them. The JBL Flip 5 actually has an added feature where you can stereo pair it with another JBL Flip 5 that has Party Boost, and you can operate it in stereo mode, so that's pretty cool. Apps. Now only the Soundcore 3, the ANKER Soundcore 3 and the UE Boom 3 come with apps that you can download where you can go in and tweak the EQ settings. They also come with some standard profiles you can flip back and forth between, and there's some good ones on there. The JBL Flip 5 does not come with an app, and you are stuck with the sound that it comes with out of the box. Now that's not a bad thing, because the sound of the JBL Flip 5 out of the box is actually amazing. I really like it. That's my personal opinion anyway. I'm not gonna get too much into the sound tests. This is more of a water testing or waterproof review, but I will give you a little snippet of what they each sound like right out of the box. Check it out. Now I prefer the JBL. I love the bassier sound it provides. The UE Boom 3 is a cleaner sounding speaker. You can adjust the EQ in the app on your smartphone, but I still couldn't get it to match the JBL. And the Anker, it falls short to both of its competitors. I couldn't really get the Anker Soundcore 3 to sound much better than it did coming right out of the box. So which is the best waterproof speaker? Technically, it's the UE Boom 3, just based on its IP rating alone, but it's also the more advanced speaker with a more diverse sound profile and a magic button which allows to load a couple of playlists for quick press instant music, which is nice. But which one am I keeping? I'm keeping the JBL Flip 5 for these reasons. I prefer the sound, its water rating is good enough, and the lack of app makes it more party friendly in my opinion, and it's also $60 cheaper than the UE Boom 3. It has micro USB-C charging, which is great. The only thing I wish it did is float, but that's okay. I usually have my speaker clipped onto something when I'm in water situations anyway, so. Well, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth review of which is the best Bluetooth waterproof party speaker. If you did, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of these reviews in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back, no, no.